Hello everyone. Today in this video, I'll be explaining about operators that is like, not like. So these are the two most important operators when it comes to using or querying with databases. So what is basically mean by like or not like? Like or not like, nothing but it's a pattern match. It does a pattern match. What do you mean by pattern match? When I say pattern match, for example, I'll be having some uh, phrase. For example, I have a word called rat, rat. Okay, or what do you, however do you pronounce, whatever it may be, rat or rot, whatever it is. So if you have this particular word and you want to look for this particular word in a group of words, in a bunch of words, you have Virat, Mahirat, and Rohirat. You have these many words. Likewise, you have hell number of words, and you want to look for this particular word and you want to check whether this particular word is included in any of these words or not, that you want to do some pattern match. So this is mean by a pattern match. So if you want to perform this kind of pattern match, you can use this operator that is like or not like. But how do you want to do that? I'll be explaining in the workbench. But for now, if you want to perform this like or not like, you have to use some kind of characters. Like, for example, we have two characters, that is modulus and underscore. This is the underscore symbol and this is the modulus symbol. These are nothing but the wild characters. So with the help of these wild characters, you can perform pattern match using like or not like. Okay. So the syntax for performing this pattern match using like or not like is nothing but you will be using this like or not like in the select statement itself. So you will be using select, and here you will be mentioning all the columns that you want to grab, column 1, column 2, and so on. And next you have to use from, what is the table name? The name of the table that you have to mention over here. And you have to put some where condition. You have to mention some condition here after where keyword. After that, you can use now this like operator and you can provide some value here. For example, in our case, it is RAT. So you have to find out this RAT in your whole bunch of words which are present in your table. So when you run this particular query, now what happens? MySQL search for this particular word, that is RAT, in the group of, in the bunch of words, that is Virat, Mahirat, and Rohirat. Whenever it finds out the word that is RAT, and it usually produces in the form of an output. That's it. So for example, let's jump into this MySQL workbench and let's have a look at here. Okay. So first I would like to increase my screen font size. Okay, now I would like to know how many databases or what are the databases that I have. So for that, I'm running show databases, control enter. Now we'll be having these many databases, but for me, I only need this particular database, that is customer database. Or we can use this EMP HR. So I want to use this EMP underscore HR database. I have used it. See, now I would like to see how many tables are present in my databases. That is, this is the solo table that is present in my database EMP HR. So I would like to see the contents of it. So for that, I am using select star from employees, control enter. So this is my data. Now I would like to do some pattern match with the help of like or not like. So I'm using this like or like and not like. So, so how to do that? For example, let's imagine fetch all the, uh, I would like to provide some question to you all of, uh, that is fetch employee of names begin with letter A. So I would like to fetch all the employee names whose names start with A. So for that, how can I do that? For example, select, I only need first name. So first name, or okay, no matter, we will also pull some last name also. And from, what is my table name? My table name is employees. Now here I would like to, where I would like to mention some condition here, that is where first name like, see the question here, fetch employee of the names begin with the letter A. So in the sense, what I can do is, we press Control Enter. See, I have got all the names of the employees whose name is starting with A. Why I have used letter A? Because in my question, they are asking, I want to fetch all the employee names whose name begin with letter A. That's why I have used A here in the first place. And after that, I have mentioned, what is that? Modulus symbol. Whenever I mention modulus, I mean to say is, no matter how many characters will I get, I just wanted to grab all the first names and last names whose first name is actually starting with the letter A. That's what. So let's have a look at another example. For example, the question is fetch employee name whose name begins with letter N. So I would like to fetch all the data of the employees whose name starts with the letter N. So for that, I would say select star from employees where first name like and C begins with the letter N. So in that case, I have to use capital N and I would provide modulus here. So basically this modulus will do, like, it usually pulls all the characters after this particular letter N. Imagine, like, for example, I will explain here the basic difference. We have two operators, that is modulus and we have underscore. And what these operators do? So this modulus operator, if I want to fetch all the employee names starting with the letter N, I want all the names, all the complete names whose names are starting with N. Then how can I do that? If I need to pass this particular N, and after that I have to pass modulus, because imagine the name is Naman Oja. This is the name of an employee, imagine. Okay, now I want to uh, grab all the names of the employees whose names start with N. I want to grab the full name. In that case, if I mention N in the first place, automatically it search for the names whose first name is starting with the letter N. And if I mention modulus in the second place, then it grabs all the letters after the N, like up to here. So we will be getting all uh, the complete full name of an employee. For example, if I say, for example, we have a name called Pawan. Now for that, what I have to do is P modulus. Then the output will be, it will start look for the names starting with the letter P, and after that it will provide all the remaining letters, that is A, V, A, N. The complete name will be provided as an output. So this is an uh, use case for this particular wildcard character, that is modulus. And this is underscore. Underscore is basically nothing but it is only for one character. It only gives you one character. For example, let's consider the same example. That is, I want to grab the uh, name of an employee whose name is starting with N, but I only need only one single character after that particular word. In the sense, I only need N, I only need N A. I don't need M, A, N, O, J, A. I don't need all of these things. I only need N and A. In that case, what I have to do is, you have to use like operator. After that, you need to provide in the quotes, you have to use N. After that, you just mention one single underscore. Then the output will be N, A. If you provide two underscores, then the output will be N, A, M. And if you provide three underscores, then the output will be NAMA. If you provide four underscores, then the output will be NAMAN, Naman. If you provide remaining three underscores, then the output will be Naman Oja. So this would be your entire output. So basically what I'm trying to say is, one single underscore represents only one character. If you use one single underscore in your query, it would definitely pull only a single character. If you use five underscores, it will pull five characters after the letter N. But this is not the case with the wildcard character, that is modulus. It will basically, modulus in the sense, it grabs or it pulls all the characters. It basically pulls all the characters, but it only pulls one single characters. Okay, this is the basic difference. So if you just look at my query here, now you will be getting. So select star from employees where first name, like, I have used the operator like, and in the quotes I'm passing the letter N. After that, I need the whole number of, I mean, how many number of letters or exist in a particular word, I need all of them in my output. For that, I have used modulus. Now, if you press Control Enter, see, I have got all the employee names whose name is starting with N, and I have got the full name. But this particular thing, it's okay, but I don't need all of these things. Instead, I only need three words, I mean three letters after my letter N. In the sense, how to write? Select star from employees where first name, like I want only a three characters after my letter N. In the sense, imagine if this is the name Nina, Nina. So, okay, forget about this Nina. Just focus on this Nancy. Okay, here I have Nancy, Nancy. Okay, now if I want to extract only three characters after N, what would be my output for this thing? N, A, and C. So I would be getting NANC, not complete NANCY, because here I have only used three underscore characters. See, 1, 2, 3. Now if I press Control Enter, see here, here I have only got these two names as the output, because these are the only two employees whose name is having a total of four characters. That is these three underscores and this particular one, this particular N letter, a total of four characters. So for that reason, I have only got the two names, that is Nina and Niti, as the output. If I press another single underscore, that is a total of five underscores, if I press Control Enter, see here, still now this time I have got this Nancy, because Nancy is built of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 underscores and one single letter N, which is the same input that we have passed. Okay. Now, let's look at another example. Like the question is fetch employee names whose names end with letter A. Now, I just wanted to fetch all the employee names whose names end with the letter A. For that case, I'm using select star from the employees where first name, like. Now this time in the quotes, I have to pass, I have to read it carefully. That is, I want to fetch all the employee names whose names end with letter A. When I say end, I have to give the A letter at the end. Now I have to keep the modulus in front of A, like this. Now if I do so, then what happens? Control Enter. See, I have got all the first names whose first name is ending with A. See this particular example, that is Durga, Alia, Nandita, Hamza, Aisha, all these Manya, Lavanya, each and every single name has been ended with the letter A. Okay, so this is the use case of this particular like and not like. Now let's look at another example, that is fetch employee whose names end with letter N. So this is very much similar to the above example. I want to grab all the employee names whose first name is ending with the letter N. So in this case, I need to pass my table name and I have to provide some condition here where my first name should be doing some pattern match here. And the pattern match is nothing but I have to search for the letter N that is in the end position, that is ending with N. When I say end, I have to present this particular n in the last position. So before n, I have to pass modulus. Then all the letters along with the last letter n would be my output. Now if I press Ctrl Enter, see here, Aman, Lakshman, Bhuvan, Nitin, Ishan. All these names are ending with the letter n. And when I say modulus, I'll be getting all the before letters, all the letters which are present before the letter n. Okay. Now the third problem is fetch employees whose name contains a somewhere in their names. Okay. So this would be interesting because here I have asked you to fetch all the employee names whose name contain the letter A that is somewhere in their names. So I don't need A in the front position and I don't need A in the end position, but I need all the employee names in which the letter A is involved in somewhere in between their names. So for that thing, I would definitely run this particular query, that is select star from employees. I have to mention where I would choose first name column and for the pattern match here. Now here I need to mention modulus here. After that, I have to mention again modulus, and in between these two modulus, I have to mention capital A. Now, if I press Control Enter, I would be getting all the characters before A and all the characters after A, including A in between. Now, if I press Control Enter, see, I have got all the names in which I have A is in between the name. For example, in the word Aman, see here, in the word Aman, A is in between M and N. In the word Lakshman, A is in between M and N. In the word Abhishek, here we don't even have any, like, we don't even have any A in between, but we only have a single A, which is pretty much fine because, see here, ultimately what we are doing is, so we have this word Aman. Okay. Now, A is in the center position part. I mean, A is in between this particular word somewhere. So, all the letters before A, all the letters after A, along with this particular A, will be my output. Okay. But look at this particular word, that is Abhishek. Here, it doesn't have any A in between or in middle of my name. Okay. Here, we have A at the front part of this, at the starting of the name. Okay. But it's fine. Why it is fine? Because here in our query, we have mentioned modulus A modulus. See here, modulus A modulus. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I need all the characters, like all the characters before A. First, it will look for A and it will present all the characters after A. Like what are all the characters after A? That is B shake. Okay. Now it will look for all the characters before A. What are the characters that are that are present before A? There is nothing. There is no character left before A. So that's why it usually gives this particular thing as the output. So it is pretty much fine. Okay. Now let's focus on the other question, like fetch. Pretty much similar question. Fetch employee whose name starts with S, and only has 4 letters in total. So this is an interesting question because it is actually saying fetch all the employee names whose letter is starting with A. So it is saying the first letter would definitely start with S. We don't know how many letters are there, okay? But the second rule is it is saying it should only have 4 letters in total. Like the total number of letters should be 4. In the sense, after S, there should be 3 letters, okay, which is 4 letters in total, okay. Now we have to search for this particular pattern match. Like it should definitely search for the first letter starting with S, and in total of there should be 4 letters. After S, there should be 3 more letters. So that is what we are going to find now. So for that, the query is select star from employees where first underscore name like quotes. Now we are saying our name should definitely start with S. So in the first place, we have to mention S. After that, we are saying a total of 4 letters should only be in the output. So we have to provide 3 underscores after S. 1, 2, 3. Now if you press Control Enter, see here, there is only one particular person, that is Sang. So this Sang is the only employee whose name is starting with S, and a total of 4 letters are present in his employee name. So this would be our output. Okay. Okay. So in the next video, I'll be explaining about what do you mean by a null operator and what is how to use this null operator to find out the missing data or the missing values. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.